Today I'm just going to do a quick routine to show you a few stretches for your hamstrings. So if you just like to get on the mat and start, or close your eyes and just start to go within and really slow your breath down. And you can take a nice deep breath and let go with a sigh. Release all that tension and just really feel into that space and relaxation. Just notice what your body's doing, if it's feeling tight. And this is a really good routine if your body is feeling tight, especially when you've been sitting all day, like a lot of us do on the computer. So, without further ado, we'll come into cat-cow pose. So onto all fours, wrists directly under shoulders, knees directly under hips, and we're in neutral spine. So engage your core, feel that core strength, all the strength it creates. Breathe in and arch your back high, and we're going into cat. And as you breathe out, look up, and the chest heads towards the floor. And again, breathe in. So we're just really opening up the spine and getting some movement in. Getting that energy moving and opening up the spine and the ribs. And again, breathe in for cat and out for cow. And then back into neutral spine. And then come into a seated position on your mat, cross-legged, but right leg in front, but not too tightly cross-legged. And we're going to bend from the hips here. So breathe in, and as you breathe out, lean forward, but from the hips first. And then once you've bent, fall forward. And it should be quite comfortable and relaxing for your head and your spine. And getting a nice stretch down the right side and the glutes and the upper hamstrings. And should be really, sometimes this can be really tight. For me it is anyway, so I don't know how you're finding it. Couple of breaths here. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, come up. And now we'll swap legs. So the left leg forward. And again, bend from the hips. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, come forward from the hips, and then just fall forward. So this time we're getting the left side, the glutes and the hamstring, and also a nice stretch down the spine once you roll over as well. Couple of breaths here. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, uncurl. Now we're going back onto all fours briefly, and we're going to do swan pose. So from here the right knee goes up to the right hand, and the left leg is walked back. Now the front knee, you can actually have your left leg straight across, and then from here your hips are squared off. And here again we're getting a stretch to right glute and hamstring. And then if you're comfortable with that and you want something a bit stronger, you're most welcome to roll yourself forward. And that just increases the stretch. And then we do a few breaths here. And if it's a bit tight on the knee, just walk your left foot back a bit, but you're still getting the stretch down here. So breathe in, and then walk yourself back up and back onto all fours, and we're going to bring the left knee up to the left hand and bring that foot across and the right foot back. Square the hips off, look straight ahead, and then again, if you're wanting something a bit stronger, just fold forward. So this time we're getting the stretch on the left glute and hamstring, and folding forward just creates more of a stretch in that area. And a few breaths here. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, walk yourself back up. Now we're going to just go onto the back, lay down, feet flat on the floor, knees bent, right leg, right ankle onto just below the left knee, and your hands through the triangle you've created, and lift your left foot up and clasp your left knee. And again, we're getting a stretch down the glutes and the hamstrings. So just feel that for a few breaths. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, drop your left foot to the floor, and then we'll swap sides. So the left ankle on just below the right knee, hands through the middle there, and you're getting that stretch on the left side of the glute and the hamstring. Couple of breaths here. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, place your right foot on the floor. Both feet on the floor. Bring your arms in line with your shoulders, and we're just going to windscreen wipe your legs from side to side. So you can feel it in your hips, and we're getting a twist across the body. Just do that a few times on both sides. And then back to centre. Now we're just going to finish off here with Happy Baby. So bring your knees into your chest, bring your hands through, and you can just hold your feet. So whether you have your hands inside, on top, or on the outside, and just feel that lower back being pushed into the floor. It's a really nice feel. It should be a really nice feeling for you. And the knees heading towards the floor. So a few breaths here. Breathe in, let go of your feet, put them on the floor, and then just rock up. Come back into a seated position. Close your eyes and just feel that energy movement that we created, and that nice feeling of stretch in your hamstrings and glutes. You can open your eyes. Breathe in, bring your arms wide, up, stretch them right up, and as you breathe out, bring them down to your heart center, bow your head, and namaste. So I hope that's helped all those tight hamstrings, and thanks for joining me. See you.